SpongeBob's so cute, dude? I mean, like, I was watching SpongeBob last night, and he's just so funny, isn't he?
Yeah, he really is, but doesn't he act a little different?
Uh, Different how?
Doesn't he act a little autistic? Hey guys, and welcome to our first episode of Conspiracy Theories. Let's introduce ourselves. I am Nico,
I'm Amari.
so let's get right into it.
7 days later.
Hey guys, and welcome to our conspiracy theory of SpongeBob and the reality of his mind. The beloved animated character SpongeBob SquarePants exhibits signs of autism and is trapped in a self-created fantasy world that is a coping mechanism for a deeper mental disorder. This theory sheds light on specific events in the show that hint at a more complex psychological reality.
SpongeBob displays traits commonly associated with autism spectrum disorder, ASD, such as intense focus, as seen in his job at the Krusty Krab, difficulties understanding social cues, often misunderstanding his friends, and unique interests like jellyfishing and his obsession with the Krabby Patty. These traits suggest that he might operate on a different wavelength than those around him, emphasizing his isolation despite being surrounded by friends. In The Secret Box, Season 2, Episode 15, SpongeBob ironically imagines his house on fire, but quickly realizes that fire cannot exist underwater. This moment can be interpreted as an indication of SpongeBob's surreal perception of reality. The passage of fire in this underwater realm could symbolize SpongeBob's internal struggles and the chaotic thoughts that accompany his mental state. When the fire goes away, it suggests that his mind is correcting itself, understanding that his fears and anxieties cannot manifest in the real world.
The bizarre scenarios within the show, such as talking animals, underwater cities, and humanized objects, could be interpreted as manifestations of SpongeBob's imagination. It raises questions about the nature of reality within the show, leading us to speculate whether these characters and events are projections of SpongeBob's inner psyche. Many episodes include surreal elements, such as characters popping in and out of existence or whimsical physics that defy logic, indicating a world that might not adhere to the rules we understand, much like the mind of someone grappling with autism. SpongeBob struggles with making connections with peers, often leading to social mishaps. His relationship with Squidward shows the dichotomy between his joyfulness and Squidward's cynicism.
To wrap up everything we've said so far, this conspiracy theory invites viewers to reevaluate the layers of the SpongeBob SquarePants' narrative. What if throughout the antics and humor lies a story about a character navigating a world constructed from his imagination? Through his perceived autism and the surrealism of the aquatic adventures, SpongeBob's journey could be seen as a representation of the challenges faced by individuals with mental disorders. The whimsical underwater world, rather than just a setting for amusement, becomes a refuge for a character seeking understanding and belonging in an often confusing reality. By analyzing such episodes such as The Secret Box, we can unpack this theory further, considering how the show's writer subtly incorporates deeper themes of mental health and perception into its comedic fabric.
To strengthen the conspiracy theories surrounding SpongeBob SquarePants, we can include additional argumentative facts and scenarios that support the idea of SpongeBob having autism and existing in a reality of his own creation. Here are some points to consider. One of the hallmark traits of autism is engaging in repetitive behaviors. Throughout the series, SpongeBob frequently engages in routines, such as meticulously cooking Krabby Patties or his ritualistic morning routine. This is often depicted in a way that emphasizes comfort and a need for structure, which can be seen as a coping mechanism for managing anxiety in a chaotic world. Individuals on the autism spectrum often experience heightened sensitivity to sensory input. In various episodes, SpongeBob reacts strongly to things like loud noises or overwhelming sights. For example, in Something Smells, Season 1, Episode 7, when he eats a sundae made from a variety of odd ingredients, the visual and sensory overload of the situation leads to an exaggerated response. Signaling his discomfort, this could indicate an inability to process sensory information effectively, consistent with autism.
SpongeBob frequently interacts with characters that seem fantastical or exaggerated, often reflecting an internal dialogue rather than an external reality. This could be observed in episodes like the camping episode, Season 3, Episode 17, where he engages in playful, fantastical scenarios with Patrick. The lack of logical constraints in their adventures suggests a level of imagination that transcends the controversial, hinting at an underlying issues with distinguishing real experiences from ones conjured in his mind. Characters on the autism spectrum often struggle with changes in routine or environment. In Help Wanted Season 1, Episode 1, SpongeBob eagerly anticipates his job interview, but becomes visibly distressed when faced with potential rejection or harsh judgment from Mr. Krabs or Squidward. This anxiety about acceptance could be indicative of a deeper emotional struggles, pointing to the challenges SpongeBob faces in fitting into societal roles in the imagined world.
The relationships SpongeBob has with other characters are often asymmetric. He displays admiration for Squidward, who consistently treats him poorly, illustrating a lack of understanding of social norms that typically govern friendships. In Ripped Pants Season 1, Episode 14, SpongeBob's desire to be accepted leads him to act in ways that eventually alienate him from his peers, highlighting his struggle to navigate social expectations. This may be seen as a reflection of an individual attempting to connect while misreading social cues.
The underwater world of Bikini Bottom could be interpreted as a created refuge for SpongeBob, where he can cope with external pressures and his perceived inadequacies. Logic-defying events like fire underwater can be suggested as manifestations of his internal struggles regarding reality, serving as a metaphor for the distorted view of the world held by someone with a mental disorder. To conclude all this, by analyzing SpongeBob SquarePants through the lens of autism and complex mental health issues, we can frame the show's narrative as not merely entertainment, but as a nuanced exploration of the challenges faced by those living in such conditions. It opens a discussion about how the individuals may cope in a world that feels alien, leading to an imaginative refuge that reflects both struggles and unique perspectives. This evidence presented offers a stronger basis for the conspiracy theory, suggesting that what we perceive as humor and whimsy may, in fact, contain profound layers of meaning pertaining to mental health and the nature of reality as experienced by individuals who think differently.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Conspiracy Theories. This was Nico and Omari. Stay tuned for more theories and discussions.
Wait, Nico.
What?
So you're gonna laugh, but SpongeBob is actually autistic, according to the voice actor Tom Kenny. He said that SpongeBob is autistic, and that's actually a superpower.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, actually.